as it sings in and out of apparent existence. There's a word in English I just learned. There's so many English words. There's so many words, so many words people of Earth say. But I learned a new English word. Perhaps some of you have heard it before, but it's tintabulation. It's my new, very most favorite English word. It means the sound of tiny tinkling bells, almost like microscopic bells very far away. Tintabulation. Stoned on Jesus, stoned for Christ, stoned for Jesus, stoned for Christ, stoned on Jesus, stoned on Christ, stoned on Jesus. Goes on and on. It's still going on forever. So there's no need for me to play a song forever that goes on forever all by itself. So I'll stop with that one right there and then move on momentarily. Thank you all so much for coming out each and every day. Living in the kingdom of death. Dead to the kingdom. Living in the kingdom of death. Who here loves rock and roll?
Everybody. Everybody.
I know a lot of folks do. I bet at least half the human race loves rock and roll. That's a lot of folks. That's like, well, 2.5 billion people I think love rock and roll. And then I bet the other half, there's a lot of people that secretly love rock and roll, but aren't allowed to say that they do, And then there's people that don't like it at all, and that we can accept that. But I love rock and roll. My love, these living rags I wear. My love, these living rags I wear. I think rock and roll is we were just seeing the very beginning of rock and roll. We think rock and roll is this old thing, but rock and roll is just barely beginning. I died on this very spot before. The ribbon of wandering melody. The rock and roll we know is the great rock and roll. That's the embryo of rock and roll. The rock and roll of our great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren. That will be the strong, the youthful rock and roll, And then after that will become the mature rock and roll.